What's up guys, PippyD here and welcome to another episode of the Trophy Cabinet. Another special today for you guys. We are playing the Community Cups that EA released just before Team of the Season, and the first cup we will be playing is the Gold Community Cup, and the requirements for this were to have a gold team. So I went ahead, built two gold teams, one for fitness and one as the main team. And we actually head into the final with the fitness team, which is a Serie A squad that I built. Serie A is probably one of the best and cheapest squads you can build, so that's why I went ahead and did that. I put Manes and Dybala up top. I think I had Pogba at cam, if I'm not mistaken. And we head into the final, and we have an opponent who has a Premier League side, a 4-1-2-1-2. And I've tried that 4-1-2-1-2 formation, and I've heard good things about it, but it just didn't really fit my playstyle. So I was going to see how our opponent would play with it. And we would have the first chance of the game right there with Dybala. Unfortunately, on his weak foot, he is unable to finish it. And in the 45th minute, at the end of the first half, we would have one chance over here. Manes gives it to Mertens. Mertens also can't finish on his weak foot. Can't get the header rebound right there. And that was extremely annoying because I really should be finishing 1v1 situations like that in the final. But we head into the half 0-0. Pretty tight game. Our opponent hasn't created too many chances, but he's still very set up well defensively, so it was going to be a bit of a struggle to break him down. And in the second half, we would start off by bringing on Konoplyanka for, was that Dybala that I subbed off? I don't know why I would sub off Dybala. He's probably better than Manes, but I think I subbed off Dybala. And right there, our opponent almost scores as one of the freakiest goals right there, and if that went in, I probably would have lost it because it like bounced off our player, and oh my god, that would have been a terrible goal to concede. And over here in the 67th minute, Konoplyanka, the sub, comes on and scores us the first goal of the game, put us up 1-0, and I'm glad that I subbed him on. Konoplyanka, you guys probably already know this, but he's also one of those very amazing cheap players to have in your squad. He's kind of like a mini Ronaldo, and he's just so cheap and so good. Definitely recommend him if you're building a La Liga team, because I don't think you'll be building a Ukrainian team with him. But in the 73rd minute over here, we would have a chance to make it 2-0. Cholebas right there hits it to Marquisio. Marquisio threw on goal. However, he lays it off to Mertens, and Mertens does find the back of the net this time, makes it 2-0. And with that, we have a good lead in the 75th minute. Looking good. Just need to grab that third goal because 2 goal cushions aren't enough this year on FIFA, and we could win this tournament. But after that goal, it was time for a change once again. We bring on Aguero for Manes. Obviously going to bring on Aguero, and we also go ahead and bring on Ramirez for Nainggolan, I think. And I could have easily, oh no, not even Nainggolan, for someone else. Who was that? Was that Marquisio? Oh my god, I'm doing some very weird subs. And by the way, I told you guys that I had Pogba at cam, and I actually had Mertens. I guess I had to save some coins or something, but Mertens is also a very good player that I definitely recommend. Nainggolan right there scores a very weird goal to flex in, and so glad I didn't sub off Nainggolan, but still, I think I took off Marquisio. Did I take off Marquisio, or was it Pereira? It was one of those two guys, and luckily it paid off because Nainggolan, who was one of the candidates to be subbed off, stayed, got himself a goal, and made it 3-0, and that pretty much sealed the final for us. And in the 90th minute, the ref would blow for full time, and we would win the Gold Community Cup. We get the prize, which is 4,000 coins, I believe, and also the trophy. Of course, the boys are celebrating another trophy for the cabinet, and I really would have liked if EA did a gold pack for the Gold Cup, a silver pack for the silver, kind of like they do with the original Gold Cup, silver and bronze. But you know, that's too much to ask from EA, so why would I even consider that as an option? Anyways, we get 5,000 coins. We go ahead and check off the Gold Community Cup off the checklist, and we're going to go ahead and play with the silver team for the Silver Community Cup. And the requirements for this one were to just have a silver team. And of course, you guys know that one of my favorite silver teams to use in FIFA is a Premier League side, and I think a lot of people would agree with me on that, because there's not too many good leagues for silver players other than the Premier League, unless you do a hybrid of some sort, and I have no creativity for that, so don't even think I'll do something like that. However, our opponent in the final has a very interesting side. I think that is a Colombian league side with a touch of another league, if I'm not mistaken. It might just be all Colombian league, I'm not too sure. I'm not familiar with the badges, but it was interesting to see a side like that in the final, because it's obviously not one of the best options for a silver team, but he did have a team of the season in there, so it was going to be interesting to see. We would get the first goal though, as you saw right there with Akbalnahor up early, 1-0, and over here we would try and look for a second goal. Traore sends it to Akbalnahor. Akbalnahor is going to send, is that Vardy? Vardy threw on goal, and Vardy can't finish. And with that, we end the first half 1-0 up, and we are looking good. Just need to grab a few more goals if we want to secure this win. And you guys noticed that I'm playing with the 4-3-1-2 team. I told you guys that I switched to the 4-3-1-2 after getting demolished a few episodes back, and it worked for us. We won the final last time with that, and we're looking to repeat that with like the same team and the same formation. And over here, Vardy grabs himself his goal, makes it 2-0, and we are looking deadly on the attack, looking for that third goal. And in the 80th minute, we would have a chance at that third goal, as Traore is going to go and muscle that defender, waits for more people to open up, gives it to Amarte to Ogia, hits it, and unfortunately for him though, he hits the post. So we weren't able to get that third goal, but the 2-0 lead was enough to crown us champions of the Silver Community Cup, another trophy for the cabinet, 5,000 coins in the bank, and we're going to go ahead and check off the Silver Community Cup off the checklist. A pretty good performance that game. It wasn't that hard. I kind of felt like we could have gotten some more goals, but whatever. A win is a win, so we can't really complain about that. So yeah, we go ahead, check that off, and we are now going to go and play the last tournament of the episode, which is the Bronze Community Cup. And we had to have a bronze team, of course. And the bronze team I went with, I actually had two teams. I had one team with the team of the season cards that you see down there, and then my second team, which is the team we'll be using for the normal Bronze Cup, by the way. And what ended up happening was the second team played better than the first team. The one with Team of the Seasons didn't play as good as the one without Team of the Seasons. So I'm sorry if you guys wanted to see me play with some Bronze Team of the Season players, but that team did not play so great, so I didn't want to risk playing with them in the final. But we come across our team, our opponent, who also has a nice little bronze team right there. But we would get the first chance of the game over here. Ogogo with a great finish on his left foot. I'm not sure if he's left-footed or not. I don't think he is. He might be. But what a finish from the midfielder right there. And we are up 1-0 early on. And over here, Azamum, or whatever his name is, gives it to Thiam, the Pogba lookalike. And Thiam with a nice cheeky pass right there to Ogogo, who grabs his second goal of the game. A great finish by the English midfielder, who is having the game of his life right now. Puts us up 2-0, grabs his second goal of the game. He's looking to get that hat trick, and over here he would try to get himself an assist as he sends Brown through, and Brown does not disappoint with the finish, gets himself a goal, lets Ogogo get himself a assist, and with that we head into the second half with a 3-0 lead, absolutely dominating our opponent. He's only had one shot and one shot on target, and we have had like 69. And over here, Azamum through on goal once again, sends Brown. Brown does well to beat that guy, does well to beat that guy too, gives it to Akpro, and he finds the back of the net, joins in on the fun, makes it 4-0, and with that, we have pretty much just sealed the win in this game. Just gotta get Ogogo his hat trick so I can feel accomplished. And over here, Tubbs goes through on goal. Our opponent trying to find himself a way back into it, and right over here we bring down Akinfenwa in the box. The big man is brought down, and it's not easy to bring him down, so that was definitely a penalty also, by the way. He steps up and he misses it, which was a bit of a surprise because I kind of figured he would score that because, you know, we always concede a penalty. And over here, we go on the attack from that penalty. However, we lose possession after a poor pass. Our opponent goes back on the attack once again. Roof to Tubbs. Tubbs to Murphy. Murphy is going to cut inside. Rebound bounces to Tubbs. We clear it with Widowson. However, it bounces back to our opponent. And of course, Tubbs scores. So we didn't concede the penalty. We didn't concede the other 67 shots. But we ended up conceding finally right there with Tubbs. And I just knew that he was meant to score. However, Ogogo does get his hat trick right there. A great little face shot to turn around, beats the defender, and then beats the goalkeeper with a great finish into the bottom right corner. And with that, Ogogo not only secures his hat trick, but also secures himself man of the match. And I'm actually going to keep him in the club just for that. Well, I need to keep him anyways because he's part of the team, but even when I sell off the bronze team, if we win the Bronze Cup. I'm going to keep Ogogo because he has earned his spot in the club. And with that, we are the winners of the Bronze Community Cup, a pretty comfortable win. We get 5,000 coins, and with that, we have won every single one of the Community Cups. We're going to go ahead and check off the Bronze Community Cup, and that is going to conclude this episode of the Trophy Cabinet. It's been the Community Cups. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Pippi Deed, and I'm out.